I've no idea what that intro was supposed to be, but anyway, let's get into this review. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where today we are continuing with the Festive reviews and we go into episode 2 now with the Runaway Bride. Donna's introduction, Donna Noble, the introduction to one of my favourite companions, if not my favourite companion. And my memory of it is that it's not great, but it's not terrible. Rewatching it, I've now realised that it's one of the worst David Tennant episodes I've ever seen. Maybe that'll change when... I don't think it will, because I know Voyage of the Damned is better than this. But yeah, this has got to be the worst. One of the worst David Tennant episodes. Definitely the worst David Tennant Christmas special. Anyway, let's get into this. If you haven't already noticed, yes, I am with Santa hat, and the microphone is now decorated, so we are taking this seriously now. Oh, yes, we are. So, Runaway Bride, let's get into this. So, there's this thing with Christmas specials where the writers always think that it needs to go on for longer than the average episode of Doctor Who. Now, the average episode of Doctor Who, 40 to 45 minutes. The specials are at least an hour. This is 65 minutes nearly. I think Christmas Invasion was slightly shorter than this. This is an episode that did not need an hour. It just didn't. I mean, there are so many dragged out scenes in this episode. So many scenes that didn't even need to be there. So many pointless dialogue in there. And that just annoys me, and it slows the whole flow of the episode down. It makes it painful to watch. And it's just irritating because it could have saved the episode really if it was 50 minutes long, maybe even 55 minutes long. I don't know, but the flow of this episode is way off. It's so slow and boring. And even in the action scenes, it's annoying because you've got this shouting going on from mainly Donna, but Lance does it as well, and then you've got the Rachnos in there, which just kills the whole thing. Anyway, we're gonna get onto the Rachnos soon, but this is just painful to watch. It really is. So, and also, it's when I was watching this, I was like, hang on, isn't this just Christmas Invasion, but with a different companion and villain? It feels a lot like Christmas Invasion. Man, it really does. You've got the pilot fish back, which I didn't like it in Christmas Invasion. I certainly don't like it here. Because at least there was some sort of explanation to why they were there in the Christmas Invasion. Oh yeah, they're just the pilot fish. We needed something to fill in that beginning to the Christmas Invasion. We needed some sort of villain at the beginning because the Sycorax don't come into it until about 40 minutes in. In here, it's just dumb and played for laughs. We don't even need them there, but they're just there, so deal with it, I suppose. But we don't need them. We don't need them. They're just dumb. And I don't want to sound like a Scrooge saying that, because, it's Santa robots, it's a Christmas tree that kills, and, it's jolly, but honestly, I don't like it. I don't like Doctor Who getting this vibe where it just feels so cartoonish and bizarre. Fine, yeah, do some comedy in there because it's a Christmas special, but not this. We've got the Donna. We've got the introduction of Donna in this episode, and I love Donna. Donna's a brilliant companion, but she gets a really dodgy introduction. She is shouting constantly. Obviously, she's brilliant with David Tennant. She has brilliant dynamic, of course, but she gets on my nerves, and she's supposed to be irritating. I know that, but even still, she's irritating to the audience, and that's not what's supposed to happen. So they got Donna way off. They didn't know what to do with the character. Sometimes she gets these scenes where she does slow down, but sometimes they don't work, and they just drag out. Like the scene at the end where the Doctor asks Donna, do you want to travel with me? She says no. Okay, it's a perfectly alright scene, but it goes on for about 3 minutes too long, 4 or 5 minutes too long. Yeah, I like Donna at the end, and I don't mind her at the start, But then when she's just constantly getting on my nerves the whole way through the episode, I just can't stand it. So, by far, the worst thing about the entire thing, and one of the worst things ever to come out of Doctor Who, the Ragnos. This is the worst villain in the whole of Doctor Who. Yes, I'm counting the Absorbal off in that. Series 2 was not good with its villains, was it? We had Cassandra in New Earth. What else did we have? We had the Wire in the Idiot's Lantern. We had the Absorbaloff. And we had that thing from Fear Her. And now we have the Ragnos. The Ragnos. I can't tell you how many times it shouts. And it just tells these odd jokes that are not funny. And how many times she just shouts, "My children." And also, it's not, well, it's supposed, probably the actress's fault, but she's got this mask on with her teeth, so she's kind of talking like this, and you can't tell what she's saying. If she's going, "My children," you cannot tell what she's saying at all. She's so annoying. The writing there, man. Yes, the villains can get a little bit, more on the jokey side, played for laughs at the festive specials, but honestly, not this far. They stepped a line in this episode, and they went way over it. There are a couple of decent things in this episode. I love the motorway chase scene, even though it does go on for way too long. It's still brilliant, and the effects have improved a lot since the Christmas invasion. One thing I actually forgot to mention in that review was that the effects were great. Obviously, it's 2005, but the perspective was way off. 1 minute when the spaceship was over the roof, 1 minute it would be like this far off the roof. Next minute, it's way up in the sky. So the perspective was way off. Sorry, that is my phone. But yeah, the effects have improved when they have the creation of the world scene, and even the TARDIS on the motorway scene. Yeah, it's not great, but it's better. It's a lot better, and you can see, I think this is the point where the effects in Doctor Who just start to climb up, and which is good. It's Doctor Who is evolving. And hopefully the effects in Revolution of the Daleks look brilliant, so I'm looking forward to that. I think that's just about all I've got to say. So the verdict on this episode is not great. I don't like it. So I'm going to give this a rating out of 10. Oh, look. I had in my mind a 4, but now I'm thinking to go to a 3. Do I give it a 4? I mean, I think I will. No, sorry. Yeah, 3. 3 out of 10 is what I'm giving. It's the lowest I've ever given an episode of Doctor Who. I mean, I'd probably drop Arachnids in the UK down to a 3 now. I gave that a 4 in the original review, but that's getting a 3 now, I think. But I think Arachnids is better than this. I really do. I don't like this at all. Really don't. Yeah, so anyway, next time, I actually think I'm going to do this tomorrow. You're getting this, hopefully on the 5th, because, obviously our advent calendar down there. Hopefully that goes up on the same day as recording. And then tomorrow, it'll be Voyage of the Damned, so I'm hoping to get a lot more positive for that, because I remember absolutely loving that episode. And I will be watching that episode today, so I can record it today, upload it for tomorrow, record the Christmas Carol review, and get it up for Tuesday, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I did take a very long break between Christmas Invasion and Runaway Bride, so I'm hoping to get back into the pace of things. Yeah, obviously, like I said, modern reviews will be resuming in the new year. We picked out Fugitive of the Judoon, so far I've remembered, which is great. So yes, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that lovely stuff. Laters.